So, once we start in a conventional way, and once you get exposed to technology, whether it is navigation or robotics, you always are wary to adopt the technology, whether it's going to be a good amount of learning curve, and are we going to compromise the results in first few cases. So the journey started with the imageless robotics from Smith & Nephew. But I was hearing various pluses and minuses of various systems available in the market. And it takes us back to a few years when we were just discussing about the implants from various companies, and everybody who was maybe a Stryker, Zimmer or Smith & Nephew, somebody who was patronizing or was comfortable with one implant, they were having all the positives about that. So I feel at the end of the day, if a particular system, whether it is CT based, X-ray, MRI or imageless system, if you are comfortable and you are able to produce good results, I think that's the way forward. Every system would have some ups and downs, but if it is working fine in your hands and you are gradually improving your algorithms and able to manage your revision cases and difficult cases, I think that's the way forward. And there is no system which is superior than the other. It's only a matter of getting comfortable with kind of system and able to identify limitations and trying not to do those cases with those systems in hand which may not be able to produce good results. So if we talk about our setup, there are a few things which we had to actually modify, the location and type of anesthesia machine, OT table placements, tourniquet use, site support was one important factor which we saw in the last live surgery as well. And the Cori system, which has recently been launched over Navio, we found some advantages of that. Although it's just a new entry, we have done only few handful of cases, and the nursing trolleys and the implants. So this is a typical setup we have for any joint replacement through robot. You can see the placement for the robot. This is for the left side procedure. From another angle, you can see the placement of the robotic channel. So we usually prefer regional anesthesia. A typical thin bore needle is used for preventing the post-spinal headache, and ADC catheter is a norm for all the procedures we are doing at our center. These are typical patient positions, so we don't use any side supports for robotic procedure. For the other side, if you are doing a conventional, we use the side supports for the hip. This is just before the procedure starting, and you can see the camera and the Cori placement. And one good advantage we found with this system was we are able to get the iPad in the sterile zone very close to us. And in the previous system, we were finding it difficult to have the entire machine close to the sterile field, and that was blocking the communication with the camera. A typical nursing trolley placement, a typical placement for all the components of the Cori. And usually I prefer to stand at the end of the patient's leg, and the assistant is standing on the side of the operating leg, and the robot is lying on the opposite side. A typical incision, medial parapetally incision. And one important point which we learned the hard way, we had one pathological fracture, iatrogenic fracture because of the pin placement. So usually we try and not invade the second cortex. And one simple tool we adopt is like this is the tibial placement. If you see at the end, we go very slow, and the moment we start seeing the reverse turning of the jig of the drill, we stop at that, and just that ensures that it doesn't penetrate the second cortex. So then the routine checkpoints collecting bony landmarks remains standard, but yes, the tracker are much more easier, and we are able to place it very close to the joint because of the design modification. Hip center rotation calculation, knee flexion, and the surface mapping as was shown in Navio. It is faster in Cori, and the slippage on the surface while we are collecting the points is much easier. It's again for the tibia. And the implant planning as standard. Femoral resection, the burring is pretty fast. The peg placements, The tibial resection, the tunneling technique we adopt in Kori as well. Here we have a different burr size option of 5 and 6 mm. So that's something which is upgrade from the Nivio. And then the implant trialing and post-op assessment, final implant placement as standard. And this is the end result of the procedure. And mobilization, we have a protocol of early rehab from the anesthesia point of view, and patient usually starts to mobilize in first few hours of the surgery. Thank you so much.